And here I want to take the opportunity to point out a very important phenomenon, and we're going to go to the Jewish cemetery. I have a sefer, it's called Matseves Marrakesh. It's bigger than the telephone book of Gedolei Yisrael that just lived in Marrakesh. It's my biggest book. The biggest sefer I have is Matseves Marrakesh. It was such a big sefer that Rabbi Yosef Hillel had to write a second book to navigate the first book. It's such a big book compiling a list of all the sages who lived here in Marrakesh that it's massive. Rabbi Yosef Hillel had to write a guidebook to navigate that first book. I have a sefer called Malki Rabbanan. Thousands of Chachamim who lived in Morocco. If you show this not just to the average Jew, you show it to a Talmud Chacham, maybe they heard of one or two of the names of the thousands. Such an interesting phenomenon. You tell somebody about a Gadol who lived in Europe, of course everybody knows them, even if they didn't learn in yeshiva, you heard the names. Anywhere else in the world, you're more familiar with. Why is it that the Gedolim of Morocco are almost completely unknown to the majority of the Jewish people? So Rabbi Yosef Hillel, in the introduction to Kedoshei Marrakesh, he says something very important. There is one thing that never really made its way to Morocco, that because of it, so many of these Gedolim are unknown. And that is something called the printing press. The printing press never made it to North Africa. So most of the Ksavim, most of the manuscripts of these Gedolim, unfortunately remained in manuscript form. And over the years they were lost, they were buried, they were scattered, and unfortunately, Nishkachu Kameis Milev, the names of these sages were forgotten. There's one notable exception. Reb Chaim ibn Attar,